Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's hope so, William. Thanks for coming back, guys. Well, we're okay for now. Let's see what else we can get to go wrong on a Saturday afternoon. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about this. I don't remember the last time I had so many technical issues all in one Saturday. I blame See You Later. He pops up, and then all of a sudden everything breaks. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And he's making me choke now too. Totally kidding. We're glad to have you back. You're good people. Yeah, so I restarted once, and my NVIDIA drivers didn't kick all the way back in, so the whole picture was like really washed out, so I had to restart again. The second restart was a good one, I think. Double checked all my fans and everything. Everything seems to be working correctly. Background processes all seem to be cooperating. Yeah, you didn't do your ritual bloodletting. Or whatever animal you sacrificed wasn't big enough. Sacrificing too many white souls, gonna have to switch to a black soul next time. In Elder Scrolls lore. That wasn't racist, I promise. Jeez. Alright. Yeah, I know, I was just thinking about that, William. The only other thing that can go wrong is that I'm gonna have to get up to change batteries in my controller after all this. But I did think about that before I started the stream. And I do have a couple batteries laying right in front of me, so I don't even have to get up if that does happen. Still getting rumble in the controller and everything, so it may cooperate for the rest of the stream, especially if it only lasts another 30 minutes before it bombs out again. All right. We got some stuff to do here. So it looks like we have two dudes. Wondering, I mean, we could just charge in full of zeal, like the brave last Matilda. And really, with Eric in his full heavy armor, we're not going to be too sneaky about anything. So I suppose the best we can do is get one shot in. And start fighting these guys. Ouch. getting bugged out kill cams here left and right. Alright, well done, Amelie. Eric, you're the most heavily armored one out of us all. Why are you hanging back with your bow, peppering people from afar? You gotta get in there, son. Oh, you know what? I gotta get out of the habit of just auto-looting everything I come across, too. This Alien arrow. Oh, I must have given Eric this because I liked the model for it. Okay, the kill cam bugs aside, fight went fairly well. This dungeon does get much tougher as we get deeper down in here, that's for sure. Did we get a level up too? I kind of remember that being the case.
Is someone there? Bad time to get lost. Easily blocked.
Take a backhand. Okay. Take their gold. We really don't even need gold, so I don't know why I'm bothering even looting any of these guys. I think mainly for just the lockpicks and any forgotten magic spell tomes that might pop up. That's what I'm looking for. Because there are still a lot of spells in that mod that I would like to add to this character. Once we start investing a little more heavily in our casting abilities. I've been playing with Phoenix Strike on the Ashlander concept game that I have running. And I think that would fit really nicely with this character. Ooh. That's not good. We might die. We're probably gonna die. Help me out, guys. Okay. Run away, run away. Whew. Okay, we're good. Alright, so this character concept is at least forgiving in terms of follower support with the ritual stone dropping off random spirits for us. We do have some friends that we've made that can help us. Get in there, Eric. Come on. Use that armor. Those ice spikes really hurt. Really don't want anything to do with those. Light armor is increasing, that's good. We're more dependent on light armor than anything else, really. Okay, okay. I cannot believe we survived all that. Honestly, I thought we were in for a death alternative scenario. A demorged specialty. In this playthrough, I've had dying be a bigger driver of roleplay than anything else, honestly. Which is kind of a nice little change of pace, in my opinion. Oops. That is not what I wanted to do. I hit the S button instead of the Z button. Even with Night Eye, this is really dark. Okay. Yes, we did level up. That's good. Thanks. I'm trying to get caught up on the chat here. We did get a level up. Liking the kill cams for Unarmed. Yeah, see you later. I haven't seen you around in the streams, but One of the mainstays, one of the biggest parts of this build is advanced unarmed combat, which is a mod that sort of adds an invisible shield to your offhand and allows you to block and bash in unarmed combat, which has been incredibly useful. And it also kind of gives this nice little backhand animation for your jab when you do a block bash and unarmed, and it looks great in the kill cams. And some of the unarmed kill cams are some of the best in the game as far as the you know, the suplexes and all that. And I also have the Ordinator patch with it that allows you to have all of the unarmed perks with that block stance from that mod. Yeah, I think so. It really makes this playstyle viable early game. It gets really, really strong later in the game once you start fleshing out your perk trees and stuff. Ordinator's good about that. But early in the game, if you can have some mechanism for causing at least some kind of mild stagger lock or stun lock, you know, you can do pretty well early on in the game if your reactions are up to snuff. You can get the timed blocking bonuses and interrupt power attacks and such. It's not too bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and check these corpses for forgotten magic tomes at the very least. Ooh, and a sweet roll. We need that. Seeker arrows. No wonder we were dying. This is some high-level equipment here. We'll take the lockpick. Ooh, look at all this. Can't let this all go to waste. Hey Loki, yeah, sorry about the technical issues. It's been a day, that's for sure. And it's not even noon where I'm at, so who knows what the rest of the day will have in store. It'll be an adventure, that's for sure. High-level arrows up in here. Still no dice with the forgotten magic tomes, unfortunately. Okay, so something's been bugging Jagasta about what Sadia said. Now, he's doing his best. Ooh, you know, I don't know if I've ever seen these ingots up here, but I'll take them. He's doing his best to trust her and take her word for it, but something that she said, saying that the Thalmor chased her out of Hammerfell because she was speaking out against them, does not make any sense. Right? Because Hammerfell is still independent. The Thalmor have no power there. It's still highly contested. So why would the Thalmor be able to chase her out of Hammerfell, and why is she being chased out anyway if Hammerfell is still at war with the Thalmor, with the Aldmeri Dominion? It doesn't add up. So he's a bit conflicted about this. He wants to help the woman because she is obviously desperate. He didn't really like the cut of the jib of the Alakir warrior that was in the dungeon at Dragon's Reach, but he could sense the desperation in his voice as well. So I think the way that we're going to play this is we're going to hear out Kamatu if he wants to talk this out. We're also wondering why the Alakir warriors are associating with these bandit types in this cave. Just don't know.
Proving your strength. Let's avoid any more bloodshed.
Okay.
You and I have some things to talk about.
Jagasta is a big fan of avoiding bloodshed, that's for sure. He does not like to fight, he does not like to hurt people, and he definitely doesn't like to kill people. He will do it in the name of protecting somebody else. which is the case with Sadia right now.
Stay your hand, warrior. What do you need?
This one wants to know your side of the story regarding this Sadia.
She sold the city out to the Aldmeri Dominion. Were it not for her betrayal, Tanith could have held its ground in the war.
Also a good point,
The other
Loki.
noble houses discovered her betrayal, and she fled. They want her brought back alive. The resistance against the Dominion is alive and well in Hammerfell, and they want justice.
So this Sadia has sent me here to kill you. She says that you are after her and want to kill her, that you are assassins.
Of course. Sent by... What is it that she's calling herself these days? Shazra? Sadia? One of those, correct? Did she appeal to your sense of honor? Your greed? A more base need, perhaps?
Well, if you're asking see you later, it was probably the base need.
No doubt she's convinced you that she's the victim. But do you know why we pursue her?
Well, Sadia told me that you are assassins.
Assassins? No, nothing so crass. Sadia, as you know her, is wanted by the noble houses of Tanith for treason. We were hired to see her return to Hammerfell for her crimes. You can help us with that. And make sure no one else gets hurt.
Can you tell me more about her crime?
She sold the city out to the Aldmeri Dominion. Were it not for her betrayal, Tanith could have held its ground in the war. The other noble houses discovered her betrayal, and she fled. They want her brought back alive. The resistance against the Dominion is alive and well in Hammerfell.
Well, that might seal it for Jagasta. In terms of avoiding more bloodshed, Sadia would have us kill these men. Kamatu wants us to help capture Sadia alive. So obviously they're not assassins. If they were assassins, they would be looking just to kill her, not capture her. So I think that kind of seals it for Jagasta. Alright, so what would you have me do?
She trusts you, at least to some extent. She sent you after us, and has no reason to think that you'd do anything other than that. Convince her that we'll be coming for her, and she needs to leave.
All
Lead
about
her to
that
the
base.
stables outside Whiterun. We'll be waiting to take her into custody. I'll gladly share a portion of the bounty in return for your efforts in seeing proper justice done.
Okay, I will do this, but just promise me that nobody gets hurt, yes? There's been enough bloodshed today, as you have said.
Good. We'll be waiting for you at the stables. It will be good to finally be able to return home.
You stay out of this, see you later.
I'm ready if you are.
You've been compromised. You're madly in love with Sadia. Jagasta prefers orcs. Yeah, I tend to side with Sadia quite often, honestly, in my own playthroughs, when I'm not role-playing. Ooh, more mead. Yeah, we'll take that. A lot of that has to do for when I'm just playing, I'm not actually role-playing, and all these Alakir warriors make great skill progress fodder. So there's that. Also, I think as the gamers that we all are, we've grown up with a lot of different games, and a lot of them involve damsels in distress, right? So I think a lot of us are programmed to want to help someone in Sadia's position, right? It's not our fault. But when you look at the facts, they kind of stack up against her, in my opinion. As I was saying in one of the previous incarnations of this ill-fated stream, was that this is one of the quests that are pretty ubiquitous among people who play Skyrim, just because of its central location in Whiterun and you know how the Alakir force themselves upon you to kind of take this quest. So I've done a lot of thinking on this quest, and I almost always, you know, logically using my Sherlock Holmes brain and not my male save the princess brain, end up thinking that the Alakir here have the right of it. But the evidence just stacks up against her too much. But for Jagasta, what sealed it is that this is the course of action that is going to cause the least amount of people to get hurt. He really, really dislikes having to use guile, as we discussed for the Forsworn Conspiracy quest, and ultimately that left such a bad taste in his mouth that he decided to leave Markarth and abandon his studies of the Forsworn and their faith. Being that Jagasta is on his own spiritual walkabout here in Skyrim to advance his understanding of the Gautfang, seeing as how his progression with that had stalled. Ooh. That's kind of sexy. The Sand Scorpion. This sword is added by Billy Rose, Ultimate Sword Compendium or something like that. Yeah, simply, I think you kind of summed it up there. Wait, does Mikhail take over bar wench duties for Sadia if she's captured? I don't think I ever knew that. Anyway, sexy sword. I might keep this around somewhere. It's heavy. It's going to provide another hit to our encumbrance that, you know, as we increase our stamina, that becomes less of an issue, but maybe we'll come across a follower that it fits well with at some point. We shall see. Okay, so let's get the walking stick back out. We're going to head back to Whiterun. This is really leaving a bitter taste in Jagasta's mouth. He hates being deceived just because, you know, he does his best. He goes out of his way, really, to trust people and to help people, and then to be deceived in the course of it doesn't feel too great, right? It never would for any character, I'm sure. And it's obvious that somebody's deceiving him here. He's got to pick the lesser evil and go with the Alakir here. I would say that Jagasta is generally more intuitive than he is logical. He's going to follow his heart a lot. Follows his intuition. He's got a strong connection to the gods that he worships, and they kind of help lead him as well. Nice move, Eric. You are learning. I completely lost my train of thought there when those wolves attacked. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's gone. Oh, off stream I did do, speaking of Meridia's Beacon, I did grab it, and I got that out of the way so that we don't have to worry about it. Oops. Let's give them a wide berth. I cleared that quest with, that was Burgok from Morkazgur. The follower there that she is just about coming of age, and she's kind of desperately looking to leave the Orcish stronghold before she gets married off to some chief in some other stronghold. Jagasta took her along, and that's when he did that quest. And I roleplayed it that it was Burgok that was chosen by Meridia to be the wielder of Dawnbreaker and not Jagasta. So at some point, we could see Burgok, the Steel Heart, roaming the wilderness, wielding Dawnbreaker in Meridia's name. How about that? We did touch the bacon. We just, we did it in our sleep.
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of Honningbrew mead with me.
Oh, this one would love to share a drink with you, friend. I do love Honningbrew mead.
Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your... well, your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
This one wishes you as well. Warm sands, yes? Yeah, so actually that did raise his spirits a little bit. He was kind of feeling down on humanity, being manipulated and used by two different sources here. Kind of feeling torn about which side is the correct one, not feeling great about betraying Sadia or anybody, even if they're trying to betray him. But he does love a good, sweet mead, which we'll go ahead and enjoy right now. How about that? I would say that Jagasta prefers Honningbrew mead over Blackbriar mead, and this experience probably has no small part in it. Plus, Honningbrew probably tastes a little bit less of corruption than Blackbriar mead does, if you know what I mean. Less so if we do the Mogo's Mead quest. Actually, when I had to replay up to this point with my new save, because the last one got so corrupted that I couldn't even play on it, I chose not to take the Mogo's Mead quest, just because Jagasta knows the effects of moon sugar and what they have on people, especially the people of elsewhere. Oh, you are some tactical genius now, yes? Just kidding. It is good that you are studying. If you're going to be an adventurer, you will need to know group combat tactics, yes? So I don't think that he would actually take on that Mogo's Mead quest. He would not want to have any part in distributing skooma, and while he did enjoy the company of the former Forsworn and the orc and the back rubs that he got at the campfire, he did not want to associate too much with the whole skooma use thing. No. What is the rush? Well, cats are very light on their feet, so they tend to be in a hurry to do everything. Or maybe the tundra grounds are just too cold on their sensitive Khajiit Tutsis, yes? Hey, I see a panicked monk in the chat. Hey, Joe. Glad to see you drop by. Hopefully we don't have any more technical issues. We've been plagued with them all morning, as you probably saw in the Discord. I don't want to say Whether or not it's going well, because I don't want to curse this current incarnation of the stream. Yeah, it was a scream earlier, not so much a stream. Just with the buffering, the crashing, all of that. Not so great. Yeah. So Jagasta's feeling like he kind of has to steel himself for this a little bit. His last experience with, you know, some stealthy guile, some dishonest spy work really kind of scarred him emotionally a little bit, and he's getting ready to have to do it again, and he hopes he's not making the wrong decision here. But if this course of action can save lives, he thinks it's worth it. And I'm wondering now, because his experience in Markarth kind of soured him on the whole place, I'm hoping now that Whiterun doesn't become the same soured place for him, if that makes any sense. And I think that it won't, just because the situation in Markarth, the corruption there went much deeper. It bled into every crevice in the stonework of that place. And here, everything seems to be on the up and up more generally, I think. Plus the fact that the Gildergreen here, the sapling, is growing anew. He feels a stronger connection to Canarthi. And that will probably serve as a sort of like healing light for him in the wounds that are opened emotionally for him in this experience, I would think. Feel the end coming, the darkness is rising. Are you talking about your aspirant girlfriend there in Sadia? See you later. Such a romantic. Well, close your eyes if you have to. If you have to drop off the stream, I'm not going to blame you. You know, every time I do this, I still do feel bad about betraying Sadia, personally. Even though I know logically I'm probably doing the right thing, it still sucks because she just trusts you so much, and you just take that trust and you lift it up in the air and then just do a WWE backbreaker, snap it over your knee. It just crushes her completely. Kind of a crappy thing, but
any news of the Alakir?
Yes, this one was unable to defeat them all, and they are coming as we speak.
What? How? I thought they weren't allowed within the city.
They found a way in. We need to get out of here now, please.
But where will I go? I can't keep running forever.
You will not have to run forever. This one will make sure that you will be safe.
After all this, I have to pick up and leave again? If you really think this is the only way, I trust you.
She really is quite attractive, though. I don't blame you there. See you later. Oh, you wrote a poem. Okay. I gotta see the poem. My love for thee has been but a wisp in the winds of time, lost for the ages, as none shall remember our fates. Lo, behold the hand of fate, nay is the time of thy coming, thus be it so. Very nice, see you later. I kind of heard violins playing while I was reading that. Anybody else hear the violins? The weepy violins? Very well written, though. You are such a romantic, aren't you? Oh my gosh, it's so bright. Okay. This one has to remember to turn the night eye off before he steps into the sunlight.
The finest cuts.
Now I feel like I have to sneeze, yes?
Shiny trinkets.
Spare coin for a poor old beggar.
Where is Sadia? She needs to follow.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Let's see this much.
Is she getting wise to our act? Or did I break something? Yeah, it doesn't look like I broke anything. Well, let's see what happens when we exit the city. Or did she just beat us to the stables? That might have been what happened. Oh, could be. I have a memory of
Cake.
running with her to the stables. If it's wrong to feel deeply, then I am the most wrong of men. Hey, you love fiercely. There's nothing wrong with that. I chose not to go for my little shortcut there, and I am already hurting because of it. She takes the long way around, no jumpy jumpy. Oh.
Yes. Good day.
Okay, is Sadia bugged here? Let's try resting. Or waiting.
Whiterun is a good example of classic Nord architecture. We still have a long way to go, though, before measuring up to nature.
We might be having an issue here. How come every time I stream I have quest bugs? Okay, well, let's see here. I've had this happen before. I don't think it's completely quest broken. I remember being able to get this. Oh, see you later is having a blast now. I don't remember having to reload to an older save. I think we'll be able to figure this out. I think going back into the Bannered Mare and just kind of reloading the NPC might help. Yeah, see you later. I know you're behind this. See, just like I said, as soon as you pop up.
Come on in.
This was your plan the whole time, right?
Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Oh, there she comes. Alright. Yeah, I think just a script didn't fire when we were here the first time.
Fine dating.
Oh my goodness. Now Eric's trying to save her too.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
I've got a recipe for venison stew that I'd like to try out. Shiny trinkets.
Sorry, see you later. This must be a real emotional roller coaster for you. Crying, cheering, crying, cheering. I guess to feel is to be human, though, yeah? Come, we must hurry. There is little time. Even through all this ugliness, there is still beauty in Skyrim, yeah? Okay, we must not dally too long.
We meet at last, my dear lady.
What is this? What have you done?
Oh, come now. You didn't really expect to manipulate people forever, did you? Your luck had to run out sometime. Now we'll take our friend here back to Hammerfell, where she will pay the price for her treason.
So she will not be harmed, yes? This is what we agreed.
Not on the way back. Once she gets there, it's not up to me to decide what's done with her. And as for you, I owe you a portion of the reward, don't I? Well, here you go. Spend it wisely, and if I may, don't allow yourself to be fooled by a pretty face. You're better than that.
I think he's talking to you. See you later. Yeah, I mean, back to Hammerfell. If you want to go try to save her, you know where she's at. She still is alive for the time being. Although not as graceful
Don't
as she
worry
once
about
was.
me. I don't need a break.
Okay, well, Jagasta doesn't feel good about it, but he believes that he did save at least some bloodshed. It appears that Kamadu was on the up and up. He didn't simply kill her, as an assassin would. Now, whether or not he is actually taking her back to Hammerfell or taking her to the Aldmeri Dominion, I think evidence suggests that she is going back to Hammerfell, and she will face a trial, which is true justice, depending on how corrupt that place is. But seeing as how that they've stuck to their guns long enough to keep the Aldmeri Dominion from completely taking over Hammerfell, that they probably do recognize the importance of a true justice system. I think that Jagasta feels like he at least made the right choice. The best choice given the circumstances, and you know, even if he doesn't feel great about it, I don't think he's going to have any trouble sleeping. Seriously? Does she show up in the Hall of the Dead? Well, the curiosity is getting the better of me now. I was going to go to the Gildergreen and pray. But now I got to check. I did go through here and clear the undead for what's his name. What's his name? Anders, that's right. Is she in the catacombs proper?
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
I don't know how I can play this for 9 years and I'm still learning this stuff about this game. Let's see, her urn is in here, huh? Well, there's also a skill book. A block skill book, that's important. I'll take that. Well, I am not seeing an urn currently. Does it maybe take a while to spawn? Or am I just completely missing it?
It just feels right somehow. Having this new
Or is that maybe added by a mod? Is that a vanilla thing?
meant to do.
In the catacombs. Well, I think we're in the catacombs currently, aren't we? Yeah.
The people in this city are very beautiful. It must be hard for newcomers to get attention. Not that I'm afraid of a little competition.
Do not be so insecure. It is not good for you. You are a very pretty young lady. If you know that and believe it in your heart, then it will not matter how pretty others are, yes? Huh, I don't see her. See you later. Maybe take some time. I'll have to look into it, but I don't see it. Yeah, I can try waiting an hour.
Onward we
Oops.
march for Tabella's glory.
Maybe it's just a psychosis brought on by a broken heart. See you later. Do you miss her that much?
Just tell me what you need.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I keyed. One more lap here and then we'll do our meditation to Khanarthi to try to soothe our aching soul here. Yeah, not seeing it. I do want to look into that though. Wishful thinking of a forlorn lover, yeah. I mean, the love was fleeting, but it was real, yeah. Doesn't make it any less intense. I mean, after all, you had a whole lifetime of love that we packed into, I don't know, what was that, like 30 minutes, an hour? Of course it's going to be intense.
It just feels right somehow.
Thank you, Eric. What feels right? That hug? Being close to me? Alright. First the Alakir prisoner in the Dragon's Reach dungeon, and then now Eric's all up in our furry bits. We got see you later drooling over Sadia. We got Alakir prisoners and Eric drooling over Jagasta. This is a pretty thirsty stream, I gotta say. I did not intend for that. Yeah, I think so too, Loki. Okay. So, Jagasta's feeling the warmth of Khanarthi now coming through the conduit of the Gilder Green sapling here. And that kind of helps fortify his belief that he did the right thing, even though he feels terrible about it now. So he's going to bathe in that warmth for a bit, I think. We'll go ahead and level up. Let's see, we do more unarmed damage per stamina point that we have in our pool, so increasing stamina does semi-directly increase our unarmed damage as well, which is really important. We have been doing a little bit more magic lately. With The small army that we've been taking with us, health has been less of a concern, although we did almost die at Swindler's Den. That was a close one. Murderous liar of a character. How dare you. Jagasta's a saint. So I'm inclined just to take stamina here again. I think we're not really running into hard limits on what we can cast or what we want to cast currently with our magicka. Health is fine at the moment, so may as well get some more unarmed damage in there, huh? Speaking of which, let's see what we can take in the light armor tree. Unhindered would be useful. Would help a little bit with the encumbrance situation, and it doesn't slow us down if we're wearing it. The stamina regeneration on this would be great, although I'd like to avoid getting hit if possible. %, less attack damage when fighting more than one enemy. That sounds useful. That's our level 60 perk that we can take there. 70 Evasive Leap. Useful, but not as much if you're running TK dodge like I am. Although the script load in the last fight kind of ate some of our TK dodge inputs. I think a lot of that has to do with the followers that we're bringing along with us, so. Oh yeah, I know, see you later, we're just having fun here. I don't take any offense whatsoever. Keen senses, we're always going to be wearing something light armor on our heads, so I don't really feel like I need to take that. Evasive Leap, yeah, like I said, less useful if you're running something like TK Dodge. We don't spend a whole lot of time actually sprinting in combat either. So I don't think we're going to need to take that sub-tree. Just a little bit more movement speed is always nice, I think. I don't think that actually counts as a movement speed buff, though, so I don't think it's actually going to count toward the Sweeping Wind perk, where we do 2% damage per 1% movement speed buff. I don't know, maybe it will. What else do we have here? I do at some point soon want to start focusing on pickpocket a little more in terms of disarming hapless enemies and forcing hand-to-hand combat scenarios. But I want to wait till I get till Silda the Unseen and Windhelm to do that. So I have like a trainer that I have to rely on. What else do we have here? Let's look at block. Block is pretty well fleshed out at the moment, but we did get all the way up to 80. Ooh. The timing streak one is really nice. This is something I forgot to take advantage of too. It's been so long since I played this character, but with the damage that we can do with our block bash, our unarmed block bash, which does take advantage of the light armor skill tree perks, we can do a ton of damage with our bashing, especially our power bashing. So I need to remember to add this to the play style a little bit. Go for that timed block and then immediately power bash the attacker. Going to do a ton of damage. Also, the timing streak thing is great. Disarming the last attacker and staggering everybody within 8 feet. That's a good one. I do want to take this apocalypse proof one too. If we can do a timed block on spells coming in at us, I think that's a really cool martial artsy type thing. Kind of being able to parry a firebolt coming at you and deflect it off somewhere else. Pretty cool. I'll probably take that perk next time if I don't have a light armor perk that I can take at that point. Everything else I think is good. I think we can go talk to Danica at this point for some restoration training, and then I think we might wrap up the stream until next time.
It's no fun.
I'm glad this third one was a charm, it seems, at the moment.
It seems I am more nurse than priestess, tending to those who have suffered, both in mind and body, from this terrible war.
You are a good person, Danica. Speaking of attending to the injured, may I have some more restoration training, yes?
I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Too much money for this character right now. I mean, in terms of having too much money, I need to find an outlet for that. I'm sure once we get some of this stuff up to level 50, where the training costs take on a big hike, that will be less of an issue role-playing wise. We'll keep our gold stores lower, so that we'll need to do some more manual labor to keep things going. But I think this is a good place to end the stream. Let me just get caught up on chat here, make sure I didn't miss anything, and then we'll wind it down, I think. Let's see. Oh, I missed a lot, huh? In the catacombs. All right.
Lest you forget whatever you think you saw, Elf. Such idle talk can prove hazardous to one's health.
So it looks like "see you later" linked an image from Google. Did you do that in the Discord? I do want to look into that because I do vaguely have some notion that Ashes in the Hall of Dead for NPCs who died in that hold. I do have a vague recollection of that being a thing, but we obviously didn't see anything there right away anyway. Also could be a 24-hour thing, yeah, worth checking in a day or so later, yep. I'll post back on my findings with that. I will continue to play this character until we get to a point where we're going to continue the roleplay. I think going forward, we're probably going to move on with the Helgen Reborn stuff, because he did get a desperate missive addressed specifically to him, so if he gets petitioned for help, he probably won't be able to resist supplying it. Eric does seem to have a thing for Jagasta, yes. Everyone wants to pet the furry one's tail. Gross. So many choices. Hey, I see Cousin Dez in the chat. By the way, Cousin Dez does have a YouTube series on his own channel. Go check it out. He does some really nice role-playing over there. So, yeah, I'm a fan. Good to see it pop up. Yeah, see you later. Everybody's obsessed with hoarding things, and everybody seems to have encumbrance issues, and I'm usually really good about it, keeping my inventory clean. Jagasta, for some reason, is a bit of a foodie, I've found, so his encumbrance is highly affected by that. I need to get better about it. Maybe I'll do some food spring cleaning in there and sell Holda some of the extra inventory I have. Yeah, thanks for joining, Magus. The third time was a charm. Had a lot of technical issues, but, you know, that's what I do on my 10 to roughly 1 o'clock time slot on Saturdays, so I had the time carved out for it, so I was able to be a little more persistent with it. And I'm glad I did, because it ended up being pretty fun, I think, even though we had some fundamental differences on how we saw the situation with Sadia. Yeah, see you later. Alright, so I think that does it for this stream. Thanks again, as always, for joining. As always, I posted a bunch of links for people's stuff in the description below. Couch Warrior is the best content for the money, which is no money, on YouTube. Go check it out. The Wind, I didn't see her in the chat today, but I know she's feverishly working on her own load order, and it seems like that's actually coming to fruition. She hoped to start streaming again on Sunday. Those streams are always a lot of fun. I have the link to her Twitch channel in the description below as well. Magus80. Haven't seen him pop up too much on YouTube lately, but he does have an awesome Gareth character. It's a druid character using Triumvirate and a bunch of other mods. A very cool build. A lot of fun gameplay over there. Quite innovative as well with the new mod. Big fan of that character. I think he's doing some Enderall modding now, so he's kind of fallen into that pit a little bit, but it's still fun to watch. If you haven't seen any Enderall stuff, it's actually awesome content. So check that out. Let's see. Bayofish, the modding master. I did actually miss his stream on Friday. I had some some awesome fun tax audit stuff pop up from 2 years ago, which I had to deal with on Friday, so I wasn't able to make his stream, which I'm kind of sad about. But things happen IRL, and you can't always make a YouTube stream, right? William, our own Haggis Hunter. It looks like he's got his PC problems figured out, so he'll be able to either stream or continue his long-running series after all, which is good news for sure. EJ Lowell, one of the ladies Lowell in our community, has some awesome, great Skyrim content. It's all pre-recorded. She doesn't really do any live streaming, although she might at some point, but her content is top-notch, very well edited. She writes all the music for it. Great story. It's been going on forever. 57 Strudel has just finished up her fanfic. It's an epic novel called Walking from the Light. If you feel like you're in the mood for some fantasy reading, you could do a lot worse. So go check her out as well. We also have a Mr. See You Later, which he's been kind of on hiatus from content creation lately, but I heard some rumors in the chat earlier that maybe he was looking to get that series spun back up, but no pressure or anything. You can save Sadie as much as you want in your own game, buddy. Yeah, see you later. Good to see you as well. It's been a while. It's been too long. And as I mentioned, Cousin Des has his own channel there too with some great Skyrim content. So there's no shortage of... Oh, and Darnair Gaming, it looks like she is actually going to... yeah, you don't have to yell at me. I'll plug you. No, I know. Darnair Gaming does look like she's going to start up some new stuff soon. So with her Khajiit character... Oh, sorry about that. I think I get the gender wrong all the time. It's really hard when you don't have like a face to place with the name. I'm sorry, Darnair, aka Loki. He's not just a dude, he's my dude. So go check out his channel. Very good stuff. He does have some really good quality stuff on his channel. So go check it out. Also some awesome stuff from the from Balefish's character concept channel on that. I don't know if you set that public or not, Loki, but yeah, it's really cool stuff. Looking forward to seeing more, for sure. So go check out Darnair's channel as well. And I think that just about does it for everybody in the chat who has content and in the community. The video is public. Great. Go check it out. Good stuff. And if you want to get in on this character concept challenge, I believe Balefish has an open invitation to his channel. I'll see if I can get a link posted in the description below for that. Oh, and you have some written work for it too. Great. I'll have to check that out as well. Yeah, Balefish's Discord channel, there's a character concept challenge. I think it's a 3-week play and then 1 week content. It's not a contest or anything. It's just people taking a character concept and doing what they will with it, and then we all share our results at the end of it. I do have an Ashlander. It's actually an Argonian Ashlander, which is interesting. I have all the dialogue recorded and everything for it for another one of my more highly produced videos. I think I'm going that route. It's been a while since I've edited a produced video and uploaded to YouTube, but looking forward to sharing that with everybody too. But the character just is not at a place level-wise where I can share compelling video gameplay footage of that. But yeah, look forward to that. And as always, thanks for joining everybody, and I will see you next time. But until then, be well. Thanks.